If this video found its way to you, it's because you're ready. Because something inside you is tired of surviving, tired of fearing the future, tired of praying and hearing nothing back. But the answer has been here all along, hidden in the most famous passage of the Bible, Psalm 23. It's not just a prayer. It's not just comfort for the weak. It's a divine blueprint, a vibrational key, a spiritual code that, when understood, unlocks peace, guidance, and even financial flow. Yes, financial. Joseph Murphy, one of the great metaphysical teachers, used this psalm to reprogram the subconscious, to release fear, to attract provision. Because the words of this psalm are not passive. They are activation, and if you understand this, you stop begging, you start receiving. So let's begin, not just reading, but decoding. Because Psalm 23 is not about religion. It's about remembering who you are and aligning with the source that never lacked anything. Let's go. The Lord is my shepherd. This is not a sentence. It's a declaration of frequency. You're not alone. You're not lost. And you were never meant to carry it all by yourself. A shepherd doesn't follow. A shepherd leads, guides, protects, provides. So when you say the Lord is my shepherd, you're not just hoping for divine help. You're stepping into alignment, into trust, into surrender. You're saying, I no longer follow fear. I no longer follow chaos. I follow the voice that sees beyond what I can see. This is not weakness. This is power. Because power is not forcing your way through the storm. It's letting yourself be guided through it. Now listen to the next part. I shall not want. This is not a wish. It's a state, a vibration. When you say, I shall not want, you're not saying that one day you'll have enough. You're saying that right here, right now, the supply is already flowing. Lack is an illusion created by fear, by the noise of survival, by the program that says, I have to hustle or I'll lose everything. But this psalm rewires that. It plants a new belief that the source knows what you need before you even ask. That abundance is not something you chase. It's something you align with. I shall not want doesn't mean I'm okay with less. It means I release the grip. I release the fear. I open the space for overflow. This is not just about money. It's about peace, direction, purpose, receiving instead of resisting. This is the vibration that unlocks the rest of the psalm. And if you feel resistance to these words, it's because you're still trying to lead your own soul, still trying to fix everything by yourself. But what if, just for today, you let yourself be guided? He makes me lie down in green pastures. Read that again. He makes me rest, because I forgot how. We live in a world that glorifies exhaustion, pushing, grinding, forcing. And when we finally stop, we feel guilty. But this verse is a spiritual interruption. It's a correction. You don't earn rest. You are called to it, commanded to it, because rest is not laziness. It's alignment. Green pastures are not just a poetic image. They symbolize abundance, provision, safety, and ease. But here's the key. You don't create the green pasture. You don't build it through stress. You're led to it. That's the paradox. You attract the green pasture when you stop chasing it, when your nervous system is regulated, when your heart is open, when your thoughts stop screaming, when you stop begging the universe and start listening. That's when the door opens. Because your mind will resist peace. Your body will fight rest. Your ego will panic in silence. But your soul knows the pasture. It remembers what stillness feels like. It remembers what it's like to be provided for. So maybe you've been running, trying to prove something, trying to earn your place in a world that keeps moving faster. But this psalm is an invitation to stop, to breathe, to feel safe doing nothing, because the pasture is already prepared. You don't manifest from burnout, you manifest from trust, and green pastures only appear when you finally lie down. He restores my soul. That's not just healing, that's remembering, because your soul was never broken, it was only buried. This verse, it's not about being saved from the outside, it's about being returned to who you've always been. The universe doesn't need to fix you, it needs to remind you, you are powerful. You are worthy. You are already enough, even if life taught you otherwise. He restores my soul. It's like a homecoming, a sacred return to your inner light. Have you ever felt like you were missing something, but didn't know what? This is it. You weren't missing a goal, or a job, or a partner. You were missing you. Your real self, the one before the fear, before the scarcity, before the world convinced you to shrink. This restoration isn't passive. It's powerful. It realigns your vibration. It repairs your identity, and it reconnects you to source, to the divine current that always wanted to carry you. Because manifestation doesn't begin with asking, It begins with remembering. You already have access. You already carry the code. You already are the channel. But when your soul is fragmented, when your energy is scattered, you block what's already yours. So this restoration is the unlocking. It's the merging. It's the yes that finally lets the flow back in. You don't have to fight anymore. You don't have to force. Your restoration is your return. And when the soul remembers who it is, the rest of your life realigns. He leads me in paths of righteousness for his name's sake. You are not lost. You are not behind. Even the detours were part of the plan. Every delay, every collapse, every season that felt like silence was realignment. Righteousness doesn't mean perfection. It means flow. It means being in the right place, at the right time, with the right frequency. The universe doesn't punish. It redirects, not to make you feel small, but to bring you back to your path. And then comes the verse that shakes us. Even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil. The shadow is not your enemy. It's your teacher. It shows you what still needs healing. It reveals the fear that needs releasing. But you don't walk alone. That's the power of this psalm. You're not being punished. You're being purified. Your rod and your staff, they comfort me. The rod is correction. The staff is protection. One keeps you on the path. The other keeps enemies away. Even in the dark, you are covered. You prepare a table before me in the presence of my enemies. That means you don't need revenge. You don't need to prove yourself. You don't need to fight. Because when you align, life defends you, spirit elevates you, and even your enemies will witness your rising. You anoint my head with oil, my cup overflows. Oil is sacred. It means you've been chosen, marked, blessed, set apart. Your overflow doesn't come from hustle. It comes from alignment. You're not here to survive. You're here to overflow. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life. Let that sink in. Goodness follows you. Mercy follows you. Not because you're perfect, but because you're aligned. And I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. That doesn't mean a building. It means a state, a frequency, a vibration of safety, flow, and divine protection. You don't need to find the house of God. You are already in it. When your soul returns to trust. If this message reached you today, it's not a coincidence. You were ready. Ready to remember. Ready to release. Ready to come home to yourself. You're not alone. Awaken with us.